Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the press conference of Casper Ruud. We will start the questions in the room now. And just as previously, if you have questions in Spanish, please don't hesitate to ask. We will have staff aside to help you translate. First question.
Hola Casper. Bueno, yo prefiero hablar en español porque por lo correcto, no, para que se entienda bien. Primero que es un placer, aunque él entienda español, es un placer verlo jugar a una persona tan correcta, siempre lo fue, ¿no? Pero tiene una corrección en la cancha, jamás protesta, jamás mira mal, jamás tiene un gesto digamos, que no sea bueno. Por eso, primero, de manifestarle eso, que da placer ver a una persona así, tan correcta. Y en segundo lugar, si en algún momento del primer set vio que Del Bonis iba a ser un rival que podría hacerle peligroso del triunfo a él.
We'll wait for the translation.
The question is, it's such a pleasure watching you playing, not only because of your tennis, but also because your behavior. And the question would be, did you see in any part of the match that the victory was at risk?
Well, first of all, thank you. I mean, I try always to behave as good as I can. I think it's a nice thing to think about other than tennis. We are here to play, of course, and to try to win, but if you can do it with a good behavior, that's what I try to do. So it's nice that you noticed. So thanks for that. And I think the whole match was tough. Many close games, many close rallies. I started well with a break, and then Federico, he broke me back, and he had chances to break me again in 3-all in the first set. So I was a bit fortunate to win the first set after tough rallies, tough moments, and even though the score line said 6-3, 6-3, I think it was much closer, and the most important points were able to go my way. So a bit fortunate in this way, and I felt, of course, at risk, even though it was 5-3 for me in the second set. Anything can happen, and the match can change quickly. So we always try to be on top and not let him back in the match.
Bueno, primero gracias. Es un gusto escuchar este tipo de halagos. Uno trata de ganar, de hacerlo mejor adentro de una cancha, y si además lo que se percibe es que uno tiene un buen comportamiento, bueno, mucho mejor. El partido fue duro, hubo muchos quiebres, muchos rallies. La verdad es que si bien yo estuve adelante en el marcador y por ahí parecía que podía estar cerca del triunfo, en ningún momento sentí que el triunfo estaba asegurado. De hecho, sentía que en cualquier momento podía darse vuelta. Pero bueno, finalmente estoy contento de haber ganado, pero seguramente podría haber pasado otra cosa también.
Siguiente.
Hi Casper, Nicolas from Passengers. Congrats on your win today. Second final here in Buenos Aires, this time without even losing a set in the whole week. What do you think Buenos Aires suits you this well? Thank you, Ruud.
I think just everything, you know, obviously we play on clay, like we all know, and the court suits me well, the ball suits me well, it bounces a lot, and on a day where it's sunny and quite hot, the ball bounces even more, so, and I think I feel confident being out there on the center court, because what happened 2 years ago brings back good memories, and of course I try to look at myself as a better player today than I was 2 years ago, so I came here trying to defend my title, and tomorrow I will have a chance to do it. So I've played 3 good matches now, and hope. I think today was the best match I played in the tournament. So that brings confidence for tomorrow. And of course, I came down here with not too many matches this year in my body. So in the beginning, I felt a bit rusty, but things got better and better. And like I said, today was a very good day, and I just feel good and hope I can memorize what I did well 2 years ago in the final.
Next question.
Casper, ¿cuál es la sensación que tenés de estar top 10 con jugadores extraordinarios? No es fácil hoy estar 30, 40 del mundo, estar top 10 es fantástico. ¿Cómo lo sentís, cómo lo vivís? Y quiero, porque tenemos una sola pregunta, pero quiero agregarle también, ¿cuál es tu opinión con respecto a la actitud de Djokovic en Australia?
Two questions. First one, how does it feel to be a top 10 player? It's not easy even be a top 30, top 40 player. So it's even harder to be a top 10 player. And also the second question, what's your opinion on what has happened with Djokovic in Australia?
Well, I mean, obviously it feels good to have achieved this in your career because, you know, when 4 or 5 years ago when I was younger, when I was maybe 18 and looked up to the top 10 players in the world, they were all so good. So some days after some matches where maybe I didn't play too well or I had a tough time, I found it hard to believe that I would be top 10 myself someday. So, but you know, things take time, and when you work a lot, I think it sounds very cliche, but you can achieve big things with hard work, and there's no other secret than this to achieve success. And I've experienced it myself. You know, this is something that everybody says, and you think, yeah, but you need something more. But in the end, I think this is the most important one, to work hard and also believe that you can do it, because nothing is impossible. And I think I've looked up to Nadal for many years, who has shown just this, that nothing is impossible. He can do anything and you can achieve anything out there on the court. So I'm so far away from what he achieved, but at the same time he keeps motivating me, and I'm sure other players, and of course also Djokovic and Federer, what they have done has been incredible. So in a way they have motivated the next generation. And when it comes to what happened in Australia, was of course an unfortunate situation. I think both parties, maybe you can sort of came out in a bad way of it. Was a lot of writing about it all the time, but at the end of the day, I think the tournament was played, and it was a great level. And it ended with Nadal winning the tournament and in a spectacular final. So I don't know what to say. I mean,
Yeah, thank you.
yeah.
Bueno, respecto de la primera pregunta, bueno, sí, es muy difícil. Yo cuando miraba hace muchos años a la generación de Nadal, de Djokovic, de Federer, parecía muy difícil estar ahí arriba y bueno, y sin embargo creo que trabajando mucho, aunque parezca un cliché lo que digo, pero creo que trabajando duro, trabajando mucho, se puede alcanzar. Durante muchos años estuve mirando a Nadal entrenar y ver todo lo que hacía en el circuito, y eso la verdad que no solo lo que hace él, sino que también lo que hacen los otros jugadores que mencioné, son una suerte de motivación para todos, de creer. Eso también es importante, creer en uno mismo, creer que uno puede alcanzar esos lugares. Y respecto de lo de Djokovic y Australia, bueno, la verdad es que no fue fácil para ninguna de las dos partes. Todos buscaban tratar de hacer lo mejor para cada uno de ellos. Creo que al final fue un excelente torneo, con un nivel espectacular, fue espectacular la consagración de Nadal, y creo que eso en definitiva es lo que prevalece.
Lucia.
Hi, Casper. There are some fans from Norway among the crowd. They are really loud. I wanted to know if you know them and how important it is for you, even there are few, to have fans from your country so far away from home. Thank you.
Yes, I know one of them because he lives in Norway and he also lives in Chile. So he's from Chile, but he moved to Norway, and I have been in contact with him in Norway because he's really into tennis. He runs a charity in Norway for kids that I have, donated some stuff to the charity. So he's a very nice guy and very passionate, like we can see and hear. I've told him that, it can't be too much, because in the end maybe the public will be against you also. So I said that you need to calm down a little bit, but he just wants to cheer for me, and it's really nice, of course. And the other one is his brother and some other friends of his. So it's a small group of guys, but they are cheering a lot and making a lot of sound. So in the end, I think the Argentinians, I think it's funny, but maybe not too much. So we will see tomorrow.
Next one, Gonzalo.
Hi Casper, congrats on the win today.
Thank you.
This week I see that you really improved your backhand from last year's. What was the key to get better on the shot?
Well, yeah, I think the backhand of mine has always been maybe the weaker shot of the forehand and backhand. It's no secret. I prefer to play with my forehand, but I don't consider myself to have a bad backhand because it's just maybe it's not the same level as my forehand, of course. But I feel quite safe with the backhand. I can put it in a lot of times, and of course I cannot do the same things as I can do with my forehand. But in the end, I try not to do too many mistakes, and of course at the same time trying to step up a little bit more. This is what you have to do in today's tennis. The tennis we play today, a lot of players play aggressive, and if you stay too far behind, you will run and run and run. Of course, you will always come in the situation where you have to run and defend, but I think I've practiced a lot, working a lot on the technique, and a mix of everything. Playing matches, winning matches against good players can be good confidence also for forehand, backhand, serve, whatever, and yeah, also a lot of work, repetitions, and getting a good feeling is always important for me.
Thomas.
Casper, in these strange calendars during these two years, you won a lot of tournaments, but if maybe your idea is to change the calendar and maybe think about more and focus more about the most important tournaments?
Well, I mean, if you are top 3 in the world, or top 5, you can think more maybe about this, but I just broke into the top 10, and I'm hungry to play a lot of tournaments. I like it. I like the competition, and I like traveling around for the moment. And of course, maybe when I'm 35 and I'm still playing, I'm maybe not going to play the same amount of tournaments as today, but I'm still young and I'm still new to the tour, so I don't plan on changing too much. Of course, I try to be in perfect shape when we play the biggest tournaments, but for me, matches brings a lot of confidence, because if I don't play too many matches, I will lose the rhythm a little bit, because the past 5, 6, 7 years I have been used to playing a lot of matches. So I like it, and but at the same time you need to take care of the body if you have pain or something like this, like we do a lot. So it's good to maybe say stop sometimes, but for the moment I'm feeling good, and I think I will try to play many tournaments this year.
Next question, we go to the gentleman in the middle.
Hi Casper, congratulations for the victory. I think that the next rival could be Sonego or Schwarzman.
Yes.
Do you prefer to someone? Thank you.
Well, I think they play a little bit different. Sonego has a great serve, big powerful player, while Schwarzman maybe not the super powerful serve, but he runs well, he plays very good from the baseline. So I played both of them several times last year, and I will try to look back at what I did well and what I can do better and what I didn't do so well against them. So I'm looking forward to a fun final, and it will be a tough one because they are number 2 and 3 in the tournament. So let's see who it will be in the end. But I look forward to it. If it's Diego, I will feel the atmosphere a lot, I think, tomorrow. And if it's Sonego, hopefully also we can have a good final.
Lautaro.
Hi Casper, congratulations. Well, you don't play the Australian Open because of your injury. I want to ask you if you are at your 100% now, and well, what is the injury exactly? Thank you.
Yeah, no, the injury was just a rollover or twist with the ankle. Something that can happen or happens in, not even a second. It happens so fast, and it's painful for a long time. So this was unfortunate. It happened in a practice when I was practicing with Medvedev in Australia the day before the tournament. So was nothing. I was not able to recover to play my match, and it was quite painful for some weeks after, and even coming here to Buenos Aires, it was not completely 100%, but when you come on clay, you can slide more, and the surface is a bit softer to the ankle, so it improved a little bit day by day, and now I don't feel anything anymore. So now it's 100% since the first match, and I was a bit worried, of course, that it wouldn't be, but luckily we were able to treat it well and have it ready for the tournament.
Okay. Last question, última pregunta. Let's go to Anthony.
Casper, I'm here. Listen, some journalists, some players don't put in value your position in the ranking, the ATP ranking, because they say that you only win in ATP 250. And when you play on the Grand Slam, you never reach the quarterfinal. What do you think about that?
No, I think it's fair to say this because it's true. I mean, the facts are this, and that's been one of the bigger goals for me this year, to do well in the Grand Slam, to reach one quarterfinal in the Grand Slam is one of the bigger goals for me this year, because last year, like you said, I did very well in the ATP 250s, and also in the ATP 1000 I did quite well. I did I think 3 quarterfinals and 2 semifinals, so it's not bad results at all, but just the Grand Slam I was a bit, not gonna say unlucky, because you can always blame this, but unfortunate in some situations, and I lost some tough matches. So of course the Grand Slams are always the biggest goal, but just because one year I wasn't able to do as well as I hope doesn't mean that it's going to be like this for the rest of my career. Of course this year I will try to change it and reach the later stages, and I feel good enough to do it. My body, like the physical part, I feel it's there, and let's see how it goes. This year started bad with Australia that I didn't even get to play, but Roland Garros will be a big goal, and I hope I can have a chance to do well in the tournament.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Gracias. We'll see you later.